Show. Today is Saturday, May 19th. I am Raphael, your host for the 10K show. We are finally here. We are rocking and rolling through our 50K weekend giveaway. And this right here is our royal wedding theme show, which is why I have a few slices. I could not just have one, a few slices of real royal wedding cake from the after ceremonies. At least that's what I was told. Wondering how it got here so quickly, but you know what? I'm enjoying it nonetheless. So cheers, kudos to you. Now, you know what, even though I'll save this for later though, even though my own wedding has turned me off to weddings, this one, I have to admit, was kind of sweet, wasn't it? I want you to take a picture, check out this picture of William. Now, this is not a humorous meme by any stretch of the imagination. Prince William actually said this to his soon-to-be bride at that moment, soon-to-be bride Meghan Markle. He says, you look amazing, and I'm so lucky. I think that's just a beautiful thing, right? I mean, in this world right now where kind of things are negative and crazy things are happening, you know, even if you're not into weddings or the royal family or the pomp and pageantry, it's really cool to see something like this. And how about this? There's another cool few shots right over here. This is them leaving the cathedral right after they said their I do's, jumping in a car straight out of a James Bond movie. It looks like a little older Corvette. And they're heading to what looks like my house. Yeah, very cool. I'll have to meet them up there later with some of the cake that I stole. I mean, was given. You know what? I have to admit, though, you know, when I got married, my wife and I were whisked away also, just like they were, but we were on public transportation. And I wore a tux that I rented online from guyswhodiedintuxes.com. But the fit was tremendous, and what a deal. I mean, really, it was quite a deal, so don't judge me. Don't judge! All right, this show is going to be crazy. So not only do we have our 10K giveaway for this show, you tuned into the right time, but we also have, after our final round in this game, we have Lucky Spin. That's where you are guaranteed a prize to help you earn more money here on the Cash Show. You're guaranteed a prize, either a free life, wrong gone, skip card, which allows you to skip directly ahead to the prize question round, or a power prize, which gives you double the cash at the end of the show. That is amazing, but remember, you have to use that prize within 24 hours for it to count. So we have a whole batch of shows coming up next tomorrow, next day this weekend, where you can use that prize. So don't sit on it. And don't forget about this. Speaking of tomorrow's show, in our second show, our last show tomorrow night, that's our 6:30 p.m. on the West Coast, 9:30 p.m. on the East Coast. That is our 25K show. That's right. $25,000 up for grabs. You can't get it if you're not playing, so make sure you tune in. But right now, it is trivia time. This is good stuff. Seems like a Boston cream pie kind of thing. I don't know why they had it in England. That's weird. Anyway, see if I can get this out. Question number 1. What is Yo-Yo Ma's instrument of choice professionally? Trumpet, harp, or cello? Hey, has no one told him that the jokes are supposed to go, yo mama, not yo-yo ma? He must have been the laughing stock of the playground, that is, until he pulled out your answer, cello, and blew everyone away. Yo-Yo Ma was born in Paris, and 4.5 years later started performing in New York as a child cello prodigy. Not so much an underdog story, but I like it anyway. He's a cool guy, cool guy. All right, moving on to our next question. Speaking of the royals, Prince Harry is the second son of Princess Diana and whom? Prince Charles, Prince William, or Prince Philip? Oh man, they grew up so fast, don't they? Now he's married to Meghan Markle, forever turning the tables for Meghans everywhere about the correct way to spell their name. Good luck, Meghans. And the answer for this question is Prince Charles, of course. Diana Frances Spencer married Prince Charles to become Princess Diana. She would take Prince William and Harry on outings that royals would normally shy away from because she wanted them to have a relatively normal and fun childhood, which they definitely did. Grew up to be great men, I believe. Number 3, who is the monster in the strange case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, or Dr. Frankenstein? The real monster is our inner insecurity and how it prevents us from living the life we always dreamed of. In this case, that takes the form of the manifested answer. Mr. Hyde is your answer. Congratulations if you got it right. This story has become a classic on many levels, being adapted to films, television series, superhero comic team-ups, and has become a commonly accepted casual term for mood swings, i.e., He can be a real Jekyll and Hyde sometimes. Pretty sure that's a G way of saying it. Number 4. What is the tallest building in the United States? One World Trade Center, Willis Tower, or Empire State Building? I'm kind of disappointed. I don't see the Lego skyscraper I built this morning on that list of answer choices. I worked really hard. Maybe I should have added a few more bricks. Oh, man. Well, I hope you got this right. The answer is One World Trade Center. 1 WTC is the tallest building in the United States of America as of 2017. It stands 1,776 feet tall, symbolic, of course, of the year the Declaration of Independence was signed. Very cool. Number 5. Which of the following gases is most prominently found in Earth's atmosphere? Hydrogen, oxygen, or nitrogen? Now, it doesn't matter the elevation you're at. The atmosphere always has the same composition. It's just thinner the higher you go up, of course. At least that's the excuse I use when I can't run that far when I'm high elevations. The answer is nitrogen. If you got it right, you're thinking clearly. Earth's atmosphere is about 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and around 0.00005% hydrogen. There will not be a test on that later. Now it's time for our prize questions. Thank you very much. I'm full already. Now remember, for in-app support or questions, be sure to use the in-app Contact Us. This sends an email with all the requisite troubleshooting info. For fun and fun stuff, you can add me at @CashShow_Raphael. Now, before we start with our prize questions, a few more shout-outs real quick. Nesta089, Florida's here. Welcome, Florida. We love Florida. Crazy K37, Oswego, Michigan is in the house. Hello there, Michigan. Welcome. Alyssa916, Alyssa, I love you. Is she saying she loves herself? If so, that's wonderful. Congratulations. And we'll get to a few of those shortly. But I want to get to these prize questions. Number 6. The major diamond in Meghan Markle's engagement ring comes from what country? Botswana, Nigeria, or Ethiopia? I have to admit that I'm somewhat surprised I don't see a blue sapphire in the ring that she had when I saw the pictures earlier, seeing that the blue sapphire is the original engagement stone. Kind of surprised by that. But your answer is Botswana. You should not be surprised that you're moving on to our next question because you got that one right. Prince Harry handpicked the diamond and also had 2 smaller diamonds from his late mother's jewelry collection added to the ring to make it even that much more special. Question number 7. In 1945, a U.S. Navy ship was commissioned to produce what item for U.S. sailors in the Pacific? Popcorn, ice cream, or cotton candy? Since alcohol was banned from Navy ships, for some reason, the Navy had at the cost of $1 million taxpayer dollars, created a barge. I cannot believe this. That produced ice cream. An ice cream barge. That's right. The U.S. Navy's ice cream barge produced 1,500 gallons of ice cream every hour and was towed by tugs and other ships. I wonder if they had that ice cream truck song playing when a barge rolled up. Ice cream. Number 8. Despite popular folklore, which of the following presidents did not wear a wig? James Monroe, Thomas Jefferson, or George Washington? I don't think there's anything wrong with a man wearing a wig, right? It's kind of distinguished, I think. But that's not your answer. The answer is George Washington. President George Washington opted to wear his own hair rather than a wig, despite them being considered a fashionable choice. Still are kind of fashionable. Number 9. What is the last name of Lucy in the animated TV miniseries where Wawa is how adults talk? Van Pelt, Brown, or Lloyd? Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah. Your answer is Van Pelt. Lucy and Linus Van Pelt were iconic characters from the comic strip Charlie Brown, which was developed in 1952 and adapted to an animated TV miniseries. Love it. Number 10. This is worth $1,000. Which British delicacy was awarded a protected geographical indication by the EC in 2011? Fish and chips, Yorkshire pudding, or Cornish pasty? Mommy Rocks, give my baby Adelina a shout out for her 3rd birthday. Oh, number 3 is so special. Happy birthday. And Kim 5054, Kim and Dave in the house. We love you. Kim and Dave, we love you too. From all of us here at the Cash Show. The answer for this question is Cornish pasty. The national dish of Cornwall, consisting of meat, potatoes, and vegetables encased in pastry, were protected so they could only be called a Cornish pasty if they were D-shaped, crimped, and prepared in Cornwall. Do we have a picture of that still? There it is. Check it out. That looks really tasty. I'm full of cake, but I would eat one of those. All right, here we go. Question number 11. Which of the following, coined by millennials, is also the name of a beer brewed by Evil Genius Brewing Company? Yes, Adulting, or Netflix and Chill. Yet another example of corporations appropriating the millennial experience for monetary gain. Very unfortunate, but we're talking about a beer named Adulting. If you got that right, wow, you're moving on to our final round here of the Cash Show. You know, I've been adulting for some time now, and if you can guess how long, I guarantee you're off by 5 years, but I'm not going to tell you in which direction. No way, I'm playing the poker face card. Before we move on, Terry, 2536, Dallas is here. Dallas in the house, Big D, I love Dallas. Claire Perkins, Little Rock, I assume that's Arkansas. And Susanillo, Rafa, you look fantastic tonight. Eye candy, thank you so much. Double-breasted stuff is coming back. I'm doing it for the royal wedding, of course. Now remember, we're live again tomorrow evening, and of course, we still have our pre-recorded shows throughout the day, every day, and now it is time for our final round. Take a breath, rehydrate. If you're dehydrated, this question alone is worth $5,135. Let's all focus on question 12. Here we go. Which of these artists does not have his work featured in the Galleria dell'Accademia di Firenze in Florence, Italy? Paolo Uccello, Domenico Ghirlandaio, or Alberto Carnero? Now, despite my appearance, there is no Italian in me other than the pasta I had for lunch today. No, that's not a dad joke. That was just, I was sharing my experiences food-wise. No. I reject that on principle. That is not a dad joke. That is not a get rid of that thing, the royal wedding. All right. The answer, hopefully you got it locked in, is Alberto Carnero. Carnero was a 20th century Portuguese sculptor, while Galleria dell'Accademia di Firenze mainly focused their exhibits on 13th to 16th century artists. Wow, this show has been amazing. Great job, everyone. You're a masterpiece, whether you won or not. But if you have won a few dollars here on the Cash Show, you are closer to buying that painting you are staring at in the shop window. What you're staring at right now is our prize distribution list right up there, followed, of course, by our winners list. I can't wait to see how many winners we had, how much they won. Remember, this was a 10K pot to start out with, and our 25K pot is tomorrow, our second live show. That's going to be 6:30 p.m. on the West Coast and 9:30 p.m. on the East Coast. There it is. Okay, so we had 981 winners total, all taking home, and by taking home, I mean going to your PayPal account, $7.46. Not bad for having some fun, learning something, and maybe meeting someone new. If you're not on that list, you can be. Just play the next round of the Cash Show, which will be tomorrow. That is real cash deposited into the PayPal account. Invite your family and friends. A lot of the people on that list probably did that. They got extra lives, stayed in the game longer. Connect your Facebook account to eliminate wrong answers. That's another way they probably stayed in. Turn on your push notifications. If you don't know we're here, you can't play the game, update your app. And of course, we do have our Lucky Spin coming up right now for all the people that stuck around. Here we go. It is Lucky Spin time. Spin those wheels. All right. So you're going to get something. It's guaranteed prize, of course, with that Lucky Spin, which is why everyone loves it so much, and that's why so many people stuck around. Over 43, just short of 44,000 people stuck around for that Lucky Spin. Remember, use that prize that you just received in one of the games tomorrow, okay? As simple as that, because it does expire after 24 hours. And so you have a few hours to kind of show it off and do the social media bit, but make sure you use it by the next show. Remember, our second show tomorrow night, our second live show tomorrow night, $25,000 up for grabs. Thank you for joining us for this show. We will see you then. Bye, guys.